day 4 work life. Spend my life on hold.
Please continue to hold, and your call will be answered as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience.
16 minutes, 35, 36, 37 seconds on hold. Can I repeat that number? It's 025-498-0290. And the fax number was 800-734-8302. Thank you. I'll fax over everything. Bye-bye. PSA. When you call your doctor's office and you think no one is working, just remember this video. 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes for one phone call. That's why people don't answer their phones at doctor's offices. This is what I look at when I'm sitting at the desk making phone calls, full of pictures of my kiddo and my family, and a little bit of my crafting. I take it to work. Alright, I think we're recording, and I'm sorry if I don't figure out how to trim some of that, but because my fingers are all over the place, so sorry about that. I'm using my little knockoff GoPro action cam. It actually works pretty good for me. I mean, I'm not out there snowboarding or anything. I'm just doing a little car chat, and anyway, on my way home from work, and I tried to tell you guys about this earlier on my iPhone, but I have so many apps on my phone that and it's not my apps, it's my son's apps. So there was not a lot of room to record. So what I did was I ended up losing that video. And I deleted a bunch of stuff, so I did get some video around my cubicle today, which hopefully will make it into this vlog. But I actually think you won't see this. This is day 4 of Vlogmas, but I don't think that I'm going to get this one up, and you're gonna get day 4 and 5 together, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull off all of this vlogging every day this time. So I'm gonna admit the truth and go ahead and tell you right now, you're gonna get every couple days together. So anyway, I'm gonna shoot video every day. I'm just not gonna have time to, I don't think, with the way my schedule is looking right now. It's that time of year, right? So many events, so many people coming in town that you want to see, and birthdays. I mean, I have a birthday coming up, and I'm all about celebrating December birthdays, because sometimes you can just get the shaft when you're born really close to Christmas. At least I kind of grew up in some ways feeling like I got the shaft. Never from my mother, but most people, when I remember getting those combo gifts when I was a kid. So anyway, I will chat forever, and I don't want these to be that long because I shot video this morning. So I wanted to talk a little bit about road rage, guys. I mean, is it me, or is it like is the incidence of people being angry, and really not being very nice on the roads? I mean, it feels like it's getting worse, which is saying something because it was already bad. But I mean, I've lived here for almost 20 years, and maybe I got called out of my name, you know, once, before last week, and I didn't really get called out. I don't know. He might have called me out of my name, but I'll tell you the story. I don't know what he was saying because I was ignoring him. But it just struck me as crazy because the same sort of incident happened to me, a coworker, and a friend from church. Me and the friend from church, it happened to us on the same day, and for all three of us, it was young men, you know, being so angry. For me, it was a situation where I changed lanes. I went from the right to the left lane, and I guess, I feel like I signaled, but maybe I didn't, and maybe that's what caused him so much angst and anger. But I changed lanes, and I felt like I had enough time, but I do drive an old car, so maybe I wasn't going fast enough. Whatever. He got really angry and whipped out of the lane, got into the right lane, and got sped up and got in front of me and tried to cut me off, and he was like, neener, neener, neener kind of thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just way, way too old for this. So it didn't bother me. And so then he ended up behind me again. I think I got back into the right lane. He ended up behind me, and I looked into my rearview mirror just to see. I was just curious, who is doing this? Is this a female? Is this a male? And he saw me. He caught my attention in the rearview mirror, in my side view mirror, and he gave me the finger. And I gave him a peace sign. And I just smiled, and I was just like, wow. And I just kind of shook my head like, it's not worth it at all. And I just kept smiling and, waving and that kind of thing. And I'm thinking, wow, really? I mean, it was kind of crazy. And that wasn't the end of it. He continued on. And I guess me smiling and giving him a peace sign made him even more upset. And he proceeded to, try again to catch up with me. And then he got right on the side of me and slowed down so that he could say something, give me another finger, I guess. But I did not even look at him. I just threw up a peace sign, like that. And when he had to eventually keep rolling in front of me. He couldn't just stop. And I could see him as I was going behind him. He didn't even know I wasn't right up next to him because he was still contorting his face and making all kind of signs. And he was doing some weird stuff that, I'm probably too old to understand what he really meant. But I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. I'm sure it was mean. It was probably inappropriate. It was probably lewd. He was probably saying all kinds of things because the way he was looking, I was like, wow. And I just kept, waving and giving him a peace sign. And I'm, sorry, I didn't, kind of I wasn't trying to, it wasn't planned, It wasn't purposeful. And I actually didn't even really do anything. So I was just like, wow. And then to hear later on the same thing happened to my friend, and the week before my coworker had told me that it pretty much happened to her, and it just made me think, what is going on? I mean, obviously, there's so many things that are going on in our country, but I'm just all about trying to figure out how to get some kindness back. So I'm brainstorming all kinds of ideas, and hopefully I will come up with some good ones. And I was just, thinking, gosh, guys, what can we do to try to turn this around? Because people are gonna start. I think they probably already started, but I don't indulge in a whole lot of the crazy news because I just feel like it will make me so anxious. And I'm not even an anxious person, but if I keep ingesting crazy, I will start to feel that way on the inside. So I try to avoid it. I get it secondhand through my husband because he loves the news and he loves politics. So I've gotten everything through him. But I feel like literally after seeing him do all that, and on top of it, let me just say, he had to make a U-turn to get back to where he was supposed to turn. So basically, he missed his turn just so he could do that to me. And I thought, that's crazy. That's like super crazy. And I also thought, you know what? I'm just gonna let people go. I am not about to lose my life for something like this. But it's that rough, you know. And I thought this could actually, you know, result in somebody being hurt seriously, and it's not worth it. So I'm trying to figure out how to bring the kindness back, at least in my little portion of the world. So y'all got any ideas? Share them with me in the comments down below. All right, Vlogmas day. This is day 4. Talk back. So peace. See you tomorrow for Vlogmas day 5 on day 6. Bye.